Good morning, St. Francis. It is Monday, March the 22nd, 2021. It is Monday of the 5th week of Lent. It is the 30th day of Lent. There are 10 more days left of Lent to go. Coming to you this morning from, again, the Memorial Garden, the Columbarium, because as you can see, the daffodils are in bloom here in Carolina, as well as some of our other spring flowers that have been planted. So if you see this from more northern climates, hopefully you will get to see spring flowers and daffodils soon. But here we are coming into bloom here in North Carolina. Today's readings both involve women. The first one from the book of Daniel is the great story of Susanna, a woman who unfortunately falls prey to lecherous advances of two of the noble guards of the royal court, and they seek to perjure her in their own desire for her and things like that. And she is put on trial, and Daniel is called to basically investigate and find out that the two men are lying. The great line from this episode in the life of Susanna is the people praising God, who basically delivers those who hope in God. That understanding of what our hope can do and what our hope can be in God, and how that can lead us from those situations that are dire and deadly into a greater life and into more wonderful and abundant life. That first reading from Daniel is paired with the woman caught in adultery today. Again, the whole idea of who is without sin casting the first stone for a woman, unfortunately, caught in adultery. Never the man, just the woman caught in adultery. And when Jesus basically poses that question about who is without sin casting the first stone, it is basically no one, and they all just walk away. The woman is left with Jesus, who basically wonders why she is still there, because she is still waiting for some kind of condemnation. And Jesus says, if no one else has condemned you, why should I condemn you? And then asks her to avoid this sin. Again, a God who comes not to condemn. A God who comes to bring hope in the most dire, in the most deadly, in the most tragic, in the most anxious, in the most stressful of situations. This is our God. And this is the God that we are called once again to remember and to embrace and to have a little bit more courage to walk with every Lent that passes through our lives. In many ways, again, what is this? What the woman who was caught in adultery, the issue basically was that her life was down a road that was not life-giving. It was a life that was not allowing, for hope to be experienced, for love to be experienced, for anything that allowed her dignity and value as a human being to be experienced. Again, this is what God does not want for us. Does not want us to live a life that is empty. Does not want us to live a life that is down a dark alley. Does not want to live a life that is, filled with pitfalls and darkness. God wants us to live a life with light. And again, that light comes in many different ways that God reveals sometimes just to us, and others have to be made aware of, and others have to know, and others have to embrace themselves. Again, a life that is not life-giving is not a life worth living. But a life that is life-giving is a life that is filled with hope and promise. May we always be people who trust in a God who delivers us, who hope in a God who delivers us, and who makes all things new. May the Lord give you peace.